I'm Brian Niehoff. Came to K-State in 1988 from Indiana University. I work over in the provost office as the Associate Provost for Institutional Effectiveness. I've been the advisor for Alpha Kappa Psi Professional Business Fraternity since spring of 1989. I remember meeting Allison when she first joined the organization, and I remember hanging around outside of the room talking with her after the induction ceremony and welcoming her into the organization, and her talking about how she had been in marching band and played the piccolo, and it was just a very interesting conversation with her, and I remember it very, very well. I can't exactly remember when I heard about Allison's accident, but literally days after the accident. It was amazing how positive her attitude was. She was absolutely convinced that she was going to be finishing up this degree in a timely manner. I just feel like she's fully engaged, and that's really what you want. You want the students to be fully engaged. I think it's important sometimes for faculty members to realize what their role is in that circle. It really makes a difference.
Hi, I'm Ann Knockendoffel. I'm a assistant professor of special education at Kansas State University.
Jim Teagarden, T-E-A-G-A-R-D-E-N. Across campus, I think in some ways I'm amazed at how far we've come, but other times I'm kind of disgruntled on how far we have to go.
Children come in all different packages, and they have strengths and weaknesses.
But accessibility doesn't mean the same thing for everybody. And it doesn't matter whether it has a battery or an eraser on the end, it's what the kid needs.
And you realize that that's not just special education, but that really describes all of us.
I think we sometimes get enamored with kind of what I would call the sparklies of the technology. You know, we let maybe the form get in the way of the substance.
You know, I tell teachers, think about what you're doing in your classroom and how it's going to help make it easier to learn for many of your students, but then you realize it makes learning possible for some student who might not have had access otherwise.
And that's what accessibility is options. Interpret that information and prove that they understand it. So it's not one size fits all, it's the right size.
I think most instructors are accommodating if they know specifically what the students need, rather than just kind of having this blanket statement that they need accommodations.
You know, we can blame them or we can blame us, but I think it's a shared responsibility. So I think those seem like small steps, but those aren't small steps. It's opening up that kind of avenue where people that can't have that accessibility can.